Hello?
Hi, Grandmom.
Like so many, Angie Harmon and her grandmother have been separated by COVID.
You just find a way to get that vaccine.
I get one as soon as I can.
Frances lives in California and turns 100 in March. Angie hoped to fly from Maryland to mark the milestone.
But I also have to convince my family that it's not safe for me to go.
Do you know if it'll be safe for you to see your grandmother once you're both vaccinated?
You know, I believe it will be, unless a health official says something otherwise.
To verify, I brought that question to Dr. Anthony Fauci and two top infectious disease experts. Once they're both vaccinated, is it safe for someone to go visit a grandparent?
You gotta still be careful.
Dr. Fauci worries vaccinated people might be able to spread COVID, and the caseload is still dangerously high.
You may be protected against clinically recognizable disease, but you could still get infected and have virus in your nasopharynx that potentially could be spread to another person.
And the vaccines may be far less effective for immunocompromised people. Dr. Fauci says 95% protection could drop closer to 50 for some.
Because the grandmother is old, she may be one of the people that wasn't protected. And you shouldn't travel unless you really have to travel. If she feels it's a compelling reason to see her for one reason or other, then you can't say she shouldn't, but she should be careful. Washing hands, physical distance, wear a mask.
Experts don't totally agree on what's safe once you're vaccinated.
But why not wear masks?
Dr. William Schaffner is against all maskless meetups until we reach herd immunity.
Let's get to 70 to 80% of folks vaccinated, and then we'll blow the all clear whistle.
When do you think that'll happen?
I think toward the end of the summer.
Dr. Stephen Kistler, on the other hand, told me this.
Given what we know about vaccines, an indoor maskless encounter among people who are fully vaccinated shouldn't really carry any higher risk than a lot of the things that we do every day.
He says vulnerable people should be extra careful, but for many, the mental health benefits of seeing a loved one might soon outweigh the risks.
If you're vaccinated, your parents are vaccinated, and it's really important to you and to them to see them. I think you can feel pretty confident about that. I just want to really reinforce to make sure to maintain your caution and vigilance.
At what point in this, a year in, do you say, you know what, if two people are vaccinated, that's a diminished enough risk that the cost no longer outweighs the benefit?
Yeah, I think we will reach that point. I think you're making a good point. As the months go by and you get more and more protection of the community, you could start pulling back on some of the stringency of the public health measures. You don't want to abandon them completely, but you want to use some common sense.
And it's case by case.
And it's a case by case, absolutely.
So we can verify. Visiting loved ones if you're all vaccinated is significantly safer, but experts don't agree on when it's safe enough to head indoors and remove masks. Either way, you should consider the potential to spread COVID, the current caseload, and your loved one's vulnerabilities. With your Verify, I'm Gabe Cohen.